Hey friends, Don here. Thanks for joining me again. People often ask me, Don, what does it mean to live in the present? You talk about that an awful lot. Well, I guess for me, it usually starts with something as simple as 3 breaths. You see, when my mind starts spinning toward the future or replaying the past, I've learned the most honest thing I can do is to simply come back to what's happening right now, right in this moment. And that's why I focus on my breath. Because for me, my breath and my heartbeat, hey, those are the 2 constants in my life. I always have those. They're always with me. And they remind me that I don't have to look outside of myself in order to reconnect with the present moment. The present moment is in the breath. And honestly, that's not some mystical practice. For me, it's just part of being human. There was a time when I lived almost entirely, though, in reaction. I was not in the present moment. When something went wrong, I would scramble to fix it. If someone said something hurtful, I'd stew on it for days. Back then, alcohol was my way of reacting to life. When things didn't go the way I wanted, when people or circumstances didn't match the picture that I had in my head, I reached for something to change the way I felt. I wasn't responding to life. I was trying to rewrite it. Even after I entered recovery, that pattern didn't disappear overnight. Now, I wasn't reaching for a drink anymore, but I was still chasing the next solution to make things better. Another distraction, another quick fix. And while alcohol was my escape previously, I've learned that we all have our versions of it. The habits or distractions we turn to when life doesn't go our way. In recovery circles, we sometimes call that trying to fix, manage, and control life. And that's exactly what I was doing. Still reacting, still resisting what was. These days, I'm learning to pause, to give myself just enough space between what happens and how I choose to respond to it. And that small pause, it changes everything. It turns reaction into reflection, and reflection into response. My practice isn't about achieving enlightenment or escaping the nestiness of the world. It's about learning to live within it, steadily, compassionately, one breath at a time. When I sit in meditation each morning, it's not because I've mastered peace. It's because I still need practice. That's why it's called practice. Some days my mind is calm, other days it's loud and restless, but either way, I show up. Because presence, real grounded presence, is built moment by moment. Life, like exploration, asks us to step into the unknown with courage, trust, and humility. When I stop needing to have all of the answers, I start to really see what's in front of me. A quiet morning, a conversation that matters, the simple miracle of breath. And in those moments, I realized that peace was never something I had to find. It was something I had to stop resisting. If this reflection spoke to you, you can read it or watch more at awakeningwithdon.com, and be sure to subscribe so we can keep walking this path together. See you next time.